Persecution couldn't stop the church. It only made it grow. But then the church compromised. Apostasy came from within. And that's what led to the Dark Ages and the Inquisition and the medieval period, etc. And what came out of that? You had the Great Reformation. And it was out of the Reformation that you had the Lutheran Church and the Wesleyan Church and all the different churches, which was, I'm not criticizing, it was a beautiful thing that men were laying down their lives for the beautiful truths. But the problem with the Reformation was that it stopped reforming. And today we have hundreds of different denominations that came out of a wonderful work of God, but it ceased. Today you have apostasy worldwide in all Christianity, in all churches. This is just a reality. I think everybody cannot but acknowledge that. Notice this passage. This is a wonderful passage. 2 Timothy 2 verse 19. This was a verse that the Reformers used mightily during the Reformation. Here you had the great apostasy, you had the Inquisition, you had people being martyred and burnt at the stake or strangled for their stand on the Scripture alone. And here the papacy's greatest boast or claim was that they were the interpreters of Scripture, that they were God's church. This is one of the most important verses that the Reformers would use, 2 Timothy 2:19. Nevertheless, the foundation of God standeth sure, having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his. And let everyone that nameth the name of Christ depart from iniquity. So first of all, anyone who wants to call himself a Christian, that's what it means to name the name of Christ. There should be no iniquity in our lives. Again, you come back to the commandments there. Breaking of them is what lawlessness or iniquity is. So that's the first principle. But secondly, it's not for us to say what church is a true church or which one is not. God looks upon that congregation. He sees every individual and he knoweth them that are his. And they may well be in all different denominations, but they will not remain there. Not them that the Lord knows that are his. For he will bring them in together. And that's where Ephesians 4:13 is fulfilled. They will come to unity of faith and the knowledge of the Son of God unto a perfect man. And they will finish the work. And they're described in different ways in different places. But the commandments is always at the center.
So more than looking at the church as an organization or some kind of structure made by men.
Yes, which is how the world views it.
We should be viewing it more as a movement.
Yes,